Mount Salak, in West Java. Indonesia looks peaceful from a distance. A green, silent peak that seems almost welcoming. But the closer you get, the heavier the air becomes. The road to the hiking base camp is narrow and cracked, shadowed by tall trees that twist their branches overhead, blocking out the sun even at noon. The base camp itself is just a small wooden building with peeling paint, smelling of damp earth and decay. Behind it, the mountain rises sharply, a dense jungle, disappearing into a thick layer of fog. The locals here speak in hushed tones. They believe this mountain is not empty. The wind at the foot of Mount Salak is strange. It doesn't flow. It gusts like a sudden breath in your ear. There are no birds, no insects. The silence is unnatural. Near the trail entrance, a faded sign warns, "Respect the mountain. Do not speak carelessly." Some hikers might laugh, but the experienced ones know better. Mount Salak has a reputation. People vanish here. Planes crash. Rescue teams get lost. The locals say the mountain chooses who is allowed to leave. As you step onto the trail, the forest feels alive, but not in a peaceful way. It feels alert. Every sound, every snapped twig echoes too loudly. The air grows colder, thicker. Then the fog rolls in. Not slowly, but instantly. One moment, you can see ahead. The next, you're wrapped in a white blanket. Visibility drops to just a few feet. Inside the fog, direction loses all meaning. The trees all look the same. The smell of the forest changes from fresh soil to something sweet, almost rotten. You get the undeniable feeling that something is standing just beyond your sight, watching and listening. Some hikers have even reported hearing their own footsteps perfectly mimicked right behind them. But when they turn, there's nothing there. Deeper in, you might find an area where the trees grow so close together that the sunlight vanishes completely. The silence here is absolute. Then, a sound begins. Soft, metallic, rhythmic, traditional Javanese gamelan music. It doesn't echo or fade. It sounds close, but there's no source. Local belief says this is an invitation from the spirits. Those who follow the music are rarely seen again. As night falls, Mount Salak transforms. The fog thickens, shadows move where they shouldn't. And then you hear it. Your name, called in a familiar, comforting voice. A friend, a parent. But there's a simple rule here. If you unswear, you are no longer alone. Figures begin to appear in the gloom tall, thin shapes between the trees. A woman in white is often seen, her feet never touching the ground, her face pale with a slow, unnatural smile. She doesn't chase. She just waits. When people disappear on Mount Salak, it's often without a trace. No struggle, no screams. Just an empty space where a person once stood. Footprints can stop abruptly, as if the person was lifted straight into the air. Rescuers have even reported seeing hikers who vanished days earlier, standing silently among the trees, only to disappear again when approached. Mount Salak is still there, patient and silent. It doesn't hunt. And eat, imitate. And on this mountain, not everyone who gets lost is trying to be found.